Deb Wolfe knew she would have to be the one to break. It had already been 3 full minutes since she'd entered Professor Belinda Coltswood's office, and the woman had yet to meet her gaze. As she waited, Deb looked around. Afternoon light illuminated a massive abstract painting on one wall. Shelves lined the other. Not industrial metal shelves like any other office, but carved blonde wood with books arranged by color, like a palette. Wolfe took in the details, but her eyes returned again to Coltswood herself, whose attention remained fixed on the papers strewn across her desk. "Deb, is it?" Coltswood did not look up. Her indifference appeared too practiced, too complete to be coincidence. "That's right." Deb rested her ankle on her knee, a slim black notebook poised on her thigh. "Do people call you Debbie?" "Not more than once." She wasn't often the one answering questions, but this situation required finesse. She clicked her mechanical drafting pencil, either from nerves or from irritation. Even she wasn't sure, but the slick metal feel of it comforted her. "How about Deborah?" Coltswood asked, stealing a glance. Her eyes widened for just a moment. Deb caught that look and tilted her head slightly to the left. It was a tell, a sign she was amused, softening up, but she let it happen anyway. A few dark, errant curls fell over her brow and she pushed them back. She kept her voice level. "Sure, some people call me Deborah. Doctors, lawyers, police officers." Deb watched for any indication, however slight, any open acknowledgement of what they both knew was true. Coltswood made none, but her lack of eye contact said plenty. "All right, Deb. I assume you'll want to start from the beginning?" Coltswood's hands still riffled through essays, sorting them into stacks. "Oh, come on now. There's no need to stand on ceremony. You can still call me Wolf." She grinned and supposed it was the same teasing grin she'd always had, flashing the crooked eye tooth that Belinda had once called the only flaw in her perfect face. Belinda Coltswood looked up, her expression unreadable, her gaze not quite meeting Wolf's. Why didn't you just stick with that?" "Well, it's my last name, and Wolf didn't sound very employable, though it would make one hell of a byline." Coltswood didn't answer. "I suppose I could have changed my last name. Maybe borrowed someone else's, but it didn't occur to me at the time." She raised one dark brow. The right side of her mouth lifted in a bittersweet twist. "At any rate, no, we don't need to start from the beginning. Gemma sent me the notes and the tapes, so I think I'm up to speed." Her tone remained calm, almost detached, nothing in it to suggest the strange thrill she had felt listening to the recordings her colleague had sent. The whole flight, from Logan to Cedar Rapids, she'd gazed out at the sun above the clouds and let Coltswood speak directly in her ear, recounting in as little detail as possible her upbringing in New York, her move to Iowa, her painting process. Through the turbulence outside of Chicago and the crying infant who sat 2 seats away, Wolfe had been absorbed by Belle's unmistakable voice.